Hi, Gemini. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripecolor. This is your reading for 2023. How exciting. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. I offer private readings. I also offer IET, which is a healing modality. There is a more thorough description of IET on the video I did for the Feast of Guadalupe. Please check it out. And if not, you can go to my website. It gives you a little bit of a, you could read it. And so I'm doing this at night, and I kind of have to go get milk, right? And then I was like, if you go get the milk, Queen, then you're gonna end up buying cookies. And I don't really need the cookies, right? And I bought so much fruit yesterday. I bought so much fruit. And it's like, sometimes we adjust and, well, I want what I want when I want it. And then sometimes I make a little bit of it. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not like I don't have anything to eat, right? It's like maybe I should do something that's good for me. Maybe I should, manage in a way. So I think that's the message. It's sort of like, well, I thought, it could be anything. It could be like a job, a relationship, or like it could be anything. And it's like, you know what? Maybe I'll think about it, and maybe I'll do something that's healthier, that's more practical, that's easier. So that's the little mini message. And I was thinking to myself, oh, that's an odd message. But I say that every single time because I get a new message for everything. Moment to moment, because it's usually what's going on with me. So, yeah, it's like, well, maybe I'll try something new. Maybe I'll do something that's, I don't know, more practical, healthier. I purposely am doing them at night because I thought it'd be quiet, and it's not. All right. Yeah. All right. So I get the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords to me, I mean, okay, it's Archangel Michael. I always see this as Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is like really clear, really direct, really no nonsense. It's almost like, like today, like, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go cookies. It was like, you don't really need them. You don't really need them. And it was really, was, oh, well, I'm going to make believe I didn't hear that. It's like, you can't make believe. So there's a clear message. And then I have the Five of Swords. This is interesting. So the five is always a change. I always feel with the five is like, I used to follow someone else's lead, but now I'm following my own lead. But everyone has cookies. It's like, yeah, but I want to go on a different road. I want to like go to the place that's more practical, go to the place that serves me better. Maybe it's not the easy way, and maybe it's not the socially acceptable way, but it's my way. And I want to go kind of check it out at least. And then I get the 10, which is releasing the burden. So maybe it's releasing the burden of I have to think the way everybody else has to think. That I have to follow the leader. I have to do what's expected. I feel like there's a burden in that, and I feel like you're like, no more. You know what I've been getting for everyone? Well, I mean, you're only my third sign. I did the collective, and then I started with air. And a lot of times I start with Gemini, but it was telling me really clear. It was like Aquarius. So I'm like, okay. And then I don't know, I just fell into Libra, and here you are. But what I'm getting overall, at least for air signs, is like this sense of individuality, the sense of following your own calling, following your own lead, following your own thought, not necessarily what everyone else is doing. And, not in this rebellious way, not in this like, I'll show you, it's not that. It's like, no, I think I'm gonna do what I do, right? The light is so weird. Whatever. I need a light. I need a light. All right. Yeah. Toward my heart's fulfillment. Toward feeling safe and comfortable in my own skin, right? Toward making my wishes come true, not your wishes. Oh, well, everybody wants me to work at this job. Everybody wants me to live in this town. Everybody wants me to whatever it is. And you're like, but that's not really satisfying to me. I think I'm going to do something that satisfies me. And, if I have to plant seeds in a new garden, then that's what I have to do. And if it takes time to grow, then it takes time to grow. That's part of the process. 7 is confidence also. And another 7. I'm following my own dreams. I'm following my own dreams. A lot of people see this as delusion. That's okay. Sometimes I do, but not today. Yeah. I'm following my own dreams yet again. And like, I don't really quite know what it's going to create, but I know I'm on the right road toward my own satisfaction, toward my own soul's sometimes when you start a new habit, so like, believe me, when I lived in New York, there are delis open 24/7. I lived in Manhattan, like in the middle of everything. So I could go to the deli at 3 a.m. and get my cookies. And halfway up the stair, I lived on the 5th floor. So by the 2nd floor, they were already gone. There was like crumbs all over the hallway. It was a walk up. And here, they have some places that are open late, but like the cookies aren't as good. They're more like I could get really good cookies in New York. Like a little less processed, a little fancier, probably processed, but less processed. And here they all taste like, plastic, unless they go to the bakery, and it's too late to go to the bakery, they're closed. So it's like, no, I'm going to satisfy myself with fruit. But meanwhile, the fruit here is amazing. And sometimes when you start a new habit, after a while, it's like, I know that this is the better choice for me. And I'm actually getting vitamins. I mean, if you eat too much fruit, you get fat too. But like, I've adjusted myself and I'm enjoying the adjustment. I've adjusted myself. It's kind of like when you first start maybe an exercise program, it's like, oh God, I hate this. And then after 2 weeks or 2 months or whatever, it's like you get muscles or you get thinner, and it's like, I really like this. This is really cool. This is really cool. I really like this. And this has become a new habit. I feel like that's what's going on. It's like, you're ready to like develop a new habit that is satisfying, even though initially it might be like, oh, man. It's like, oh, I didn't really think that adjustment would work. Or, maybe, one of your friends says, oh, I don't know, let's go mountain biking. You're like, are you out of your mind? And then, just to keep them quiet or just to try something new, you go mountain biking. And then, it wasn't such a bad time. You go again. And then within a month, it's like, you're Mr. or Miss Mountain Biker. A little bit like that. Go mountain bikers. Yeah. Being willing to start something new, being willing to like claim a new passion, to claim a new passion. Why not? The other thing, I do readings. So I talk to people from really diverse backgrounds. And, what's really interesting is that there's this sense in this is what I've seen in the community, and whatever that community in the world, I suppose, at large, or people who call tarot readers or people who watch tarot readings, to like say, you know what, I think I'm gonna, I don't know, do something new. I think I'm gonna finally go on that trip. I think I'm gonna like start exercising or start making art, or and what's happened too is that a lot of people, there's a lot of spiritual information coming through for all of us, whether we realize it or not. And it's like new information. It's like new, it's like a breath of life. I don't know how else to say it, coming through. And there's almost this like willing, there, not almost, there's a willingness to do new things that people never thought they would do. Never. It's really, really fascinating. It's really fascinating. And I think in a certain way, because of what we've been through the past few years, everyone's been thrown, upside down and topsy-turvy. And it's sort of like when you get into this place of, nothing is really stable or solid, it's like, well, why not, go roller skating? Or why not go on a swing? Or why not make art? Or why not read these types of books? Or why not, I don't know, wear different clothes? Reinvent myself. Why not? Yeah, out of the chaos. That's where it rose from. And this is also, I don't always read this as just chaos. It's a 5. It's a change in passion. It's a change in instinct. It's a change in the fire. In the fire. But sometimes we're really passionate about a certain thing that we do, or a certain cause or whatever, and then all of a sudden it's like, I don't know, it really used to interest me, and no, it just doesn't really interest me. So, like when I was younger, I used to go to the movies every week. I went to the movies every week in my 20s, every week. And you go to the theater, and it was a whole thing. And now, I mean, going to the theater, it's like if I could sit and watch in my pajamas and, make a phone call during it, then I'm going to do that, which I think has happened to a lot of people. That's why theater's having a problem. But it's also, I'm not so interested in watching other people's stories as in living my own. I'm just not that interested. So I love YouTube because I can watch, I really like to learn. I like to watch documentaries. Like, I really like that. People are like, oh, well, didn't you watch the thing that like completely took you out of yourself? It's like, no, that doesn't really appeal to me. It used to appeal to me, but now I'd rather learn about the Amazon rainforest, or who the ancient Mesopotamians were trading with. Like, it's much more interesting to me. And it's also like a certain slice of, like, I can split it up if I want, and yeah, like to watch something that's kind of like not real, even if it's like it's just not that interesting to me anymore. It used to be, and I understand how it's interesting to people, but it's just not interesting to me anymore. I've had a change in what I want to fill my mind with, and it's fine. It's fine, and it might change back. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of like, well, now I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for a while. I used to eat cookies every day. Now I'm going to eat fruit. And maybe in 3 months, I'll become a mountain biker. I don't know. I'm not even going to. It is interesting to me, though. And I'm not Mr. Natural at all. I mean, I live in the middle of a city. I've always lived in the middle of a city. But, Mexico City is surrounded by mountains. And it's a little bit of a hike, and I don't have a car, and I don't know how to drive. But I think I kind of want to go explore the mountains a little bit. I really do. Because there are no jaguars around here, so it's fine. If there were jaguars out there, I wouldn't be going. Yeah, it's like, really? Yeah, you know, maybe I'll have like a YouTube station where like I live in the woods, sort of like Thoreau. He didn't really live in the woods. He lived like 40 minutes away from town. But oh, I don't know. All right, well, I'll show you the cards. I feel there's this energy of exploration. There's my phone. Sorry. Okay, Archangel Michael comes through with a new idea. You're following your own path. You're dropping the burden of the past. You're following your dreams. You're willing to work towards, building something new in the garden toward your emotional satisfaction. Who knows what Isis has in mind for you, right? She builds out of chaos, and a new passion is born. And there's a change. I'm going to throw one more card. There's a change. Oh, look at that. It's going to change everything. The interesting thing about the Wheel of Fortune, you could check it out on Tarot Tuesdays. They did a great one on the Wheel of Fortune with Scott Allen. Um, the interesting thing about the Wheel of Fortune is the way I really understand the Wheel of Fortune above and beyond anything else. Not only is it change and luck, but it's evolution. It's evolution of the soul. It's evolution of the soul, which is really, really exciting. And sometimes we don't, if I looked at my life 5 years ago or 10 years ago, and then I'd be living in Mexico and doing YouTube videos, it was like, really? No. Yeah. Okay. And who knows what I'll be doing 5 years from now? Maybe I'll grow my hair out and I'll become a Cher impersonator. Blessings. Have a lovely year, a lovely, exciting year. This is an exciting reading. It feels exciting. Blessings.